Hi, this is Lara from astrological.com with your October 2019 videos, and I have great news for you. The astrological cosmic weather will be sunny. It will be like a breath of fresh air. All the planets are moving forward, which means that we can move ahead with our lives and goals and plans. We'll be very productive as well. We'll be very initiative because the Libra season is season of action. And because there are no retrograde planets this month, it means that things go according to our expectations. We don't get frustrated because of delays, because of obstacles. We don't have to think of plan B and C. So move ahead with confidence and positivity. The star will support you. And even some of you might have difficult personal transits because everyone has a horoscope that no one else in the world has. And you can check what your personal transits will be like from my birth chart, from my birth transit calendar, basically, which is for free. And here you can see how it looks from astrological.com, and you can see all those transits are specifically for me. No one else in the world has them at the same time with me. And if you happen to see a difficult transits here, they have explanations, for example, like this one, and it's more complex, it's more difficult. Still don't worry, because overall, the astrological weather that I'm talking about in those videos will be so positive that it will basically, the outer circumstances will support you, will help you overcome whatever difficulty it is in your personal horoscope. And this is a season of love and relationships as well in October. It will be very much focused on relationships, on others, on bonding with others, because this is Libra season after all. And because of that, me and Natalia are making a webinar, two-part webinar in 2 days on love and sex. Natalia will focus on the practical side, on how to bond sexually with the different signs. I will focus on the love aspect of it. It's for beginners or advanced people. I'll give you my deep insights. What does each sign want? What does each sign love? How to be loved? The love languages of the different signs and the positions that show those love languages. So do join us towards the end of October sometime. And also, there's still open places for Bali with me and Natalia. Very, very boutique retreat. Now it's open also for men. It's webinar to focus on giving birth to your goddess, inner goddess, and God or inner God. And I'll work specifically with each person on their personal horoscope, and Natalia will work individually with each person and each woman or man on their issues. So that's very tailor-made. All right, so let's dig into the October horoscopes. Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, October 2019. Let's see where the biggest activity will be for you this month. Because both Sun and Mars, the two planets of initiative, of willpower, of go, 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 of passion and fire, are together in the same area, triggering the same area of your life. And that's the second house, which is material. It's called so-called Earth House, which is focused on finances, resources, security, procuring the right assets and safety, and guaranteeing the survival, basically. So you'll be very much preoccupied and actively pursuing and actually winning, because these two planets are winners, the king and the general together. They love working together, but you're actively pursuing security for your family and yourself. You're actively pursuing more resources and finances. You can be more initiative to, for example, sell or buy something, to rearrange, because you're doing something physical in particular. You're doing something tangible with your resources. So some of you might move money from one bank to another, or kind of they might be a bit more expensive. Sun and Mars in the second house, when they transit, indicate certain expenses, because they're planets that are out there, while the second house is the house of conserving. So instead of conserving this month, you'll be more likely to spend, but somehow you have the decision to spend. You take that decision. You're not forced into it, but they can be definitely more expensive, and you might feel like your fingers are like that this month. But it can indicate that you're spending on something, but it's like kind of an investment that can it can feel now like you spend money on something, or resources, put too much of your resources on something, but at the same time, in the long term, later on this can pay off, because you might, for example, be spending on supplies or on better whatever of your office. So you might be on better resources, on better materials of some sort. You can feel a little bit more spontaneous and just like, okay, I'm going to spend it, or I'm going to buy it. Or some of you might, for example, think, oh, I'm going to buy those shoes. I mean, like, I have to borrow from a credit card, but I'm going to do it anyway. That's the danger, a little bit of that position. But also the good side is that you actively pursue any kind of monetary, material, financial, or anything that is tangible, objects of beauty or value for you. You pursue them. And now it can be a good month, for example, to buy anything martial or solar in nature, something for cooking, martial fiery, pots and pans, or Mars, anything metal, any kind of metal supplies or machines or technology of some sort can be a good time to buy it. It can be a good time to buy anything as well that is sharp, fiery. Well, I guess kind of those kind of stuff. Towards the end of the month, Mars will make a square, Virgos, with Saturn. So the last 1 week, there can be a bit more forced expenses, and you have to be careful a bit with resources. And they can be the need to spend for your children, or because of some creative project that you're doing, some original project of yours that requires extra spending and that requires extra efforts as well. It can require you to work some harder on overcoming some financial obstacle, or in order for you to secure some financial resources of some sort. The last week, it's a bit more tense there, especially around financial matters. And there can be some tension with a loved one, a child, or a lover, in regards to resources, finances, conserving or spending of those, or you might decide to spend on those as well. But on another level, you have two very beautiful planets in the third house, Virgo. Third house, the house of communications. So any obstacles this month can be resolved with good communication, with kind words, and also whatever Venus and Mercury go together somewhere, they really bless that house. It's for a short time, it's for a month only, but it will seem that all third house activities will be a source of joy for you and a source of good, smooth development. So what are those? So if you have conversations with someone, if good communication, for example, you can find a pleasant companion for communication now, a friend that you can talk with, friends that you can feel closer with. You can also, if you're working in a team environment, is the third house, there will be harmonious environment between you, with your team. There can be an opportunity to start some work with an associate or in a small group environment with the team. That goes very well and smoothly, and such people will be agreeable, they'll be good conversationalists. If there was a problem in your team environment, in your business environment, for example, you can smooth it out. It can be smoothed out now. A third house is problems, if there were problems with relationships with siblings or neighbors. Now you can notice that there is an improvement in those relationships, or that you invited some pleasant get together with neighbors or with relatives or with siblings, something good is happening, or they can be a source of support and positive development as well. Also, the third house is wherever Venus goes, and Mercury is, we enjoy doing these things. They're our thing to go to when we want to relax and enjoy ourselves. So the third house is communication. So for example, you can have a lot of pleasant conversations, or time you can spend enjoying yourself. Your means of escaping and of enjoying yourself will be like the internet, or Facebook, or some small chats that you're doing, something online that you're doing, or learning some new skill. Third house is the house of skills and learning and reading. So a great joy you can experience this month, Virgo, by delving into anything to do with the hands. If you have any hobby with the hands, can be great. Any hobby with writing or speaking can be great. Anything. And also if you have any important announcements to do, any important presentations where you have to use spoken or verbal or written presentations, do it now, because the two benefics in your third house of communication will make it go very smoothly, presented beautifully with good words. You'll notice now that you're using much better, your communications are improving. You can express yourself in a smoother way, more eloquently when Mercury and Venus are together, that you're talking about more elegant topics as well, more interesting things as well. So socializing is a good thing for you this month. It's a good things come to you. Connecting with neighbors, with teammates, workmates, with friends, and even third house is a short trip. Some opportunity can come without you fighting for it or striving to do a short trip that will be very pleasant, that will be very good for you. If you have to travel somewhere for less than a month or something, this is a short trip. So for a day or for a few hours, you would enjoy that. You can notice that you enjoy driving your car more, that you enjoy going for walks more, and chit-chatting with people. You can find pleasant time to read your magazines, watch your favorite TV shows and programs. If you're in any work that's connected to marketing, to advertising, to white collar work, which is reports, which is groups, business meetings, which is having to exchange emails with clients, which is to do with media or marketing of any sort. The third house is all those things will go smoothly. Some project that you have to present, to sell. If you have to do sales, you'll notice that you're such smoother talker this month. And that's why it's almost without effort those sales are coming towards you. If you have to reach more people, you do it with elegantly thought out advertisement campaigns or very beautifully written articles, for example, copy. If you're trying to do any of those activities, somehow the universe helps you. Somehow the universe aligns those things for you. All right. And what else? We have Jupiter continues to be in your fourth house, moving forward. Something very good can come to you from your home. Basically, you can find the right place to live now. You can find the place that makes you feel at home. You can expand your home and move forward and without obstacles now to relocate as well. You can heal a relationship with a parent. You can buy a car as well. Jupiter is moving forward, so no obstacles. Fourth house is cars. You can heal the past and emotional connections to the past that were hurtful for you before. So there we go. Just towards the end of the month, Mars square Saturn, it's a bit to be careful about, but most of the month is really smooth and goes well. Thank you so much. And of course, most of the months, Mercury, the planet that rules you, is with Venus, in the same sign with Venus. So you as Virgos can feel more attractive, more agreeable. You can attract things more easily to you, especially through this third house environment, by communicating what you want, your needs, by conversations, by emails, by connecting with others. And you can connect such more agreeable and pleasant people around you. You can also attract things that you desire more. Venus is beautiful things of this pleasure of the flesh, or you can attract associates to enjoy such things with. Thank you so much. And please, if you'd like to join me and Natalia for a 2-day webinar, it's only $90, I think. For the both days, I will be speaking about love. You don't need to know any astrology and the love languages of the 12 signs and the 12 Venuses and Marses and Suns. And Natalia will be talking about the sex language of the 12 signs. And yeah, or just join us for a webinar live in Bali. We've got another 6 or 7 places left, and it can be men or women, very boutique. We work with you all day long, one-on-one, with a small group of people. We're bare, we stay bare in front of each other and everything through astrology and therapeutical psychology. Thank you.